Good morning to you all. I just came from the bathroom. I was using the plunger, just like the plunger protection team is out there today, plunging as hard as they possibly can. And they're going to keep plunging. So everybody get a toilet plunger, send it to the Fed. They'll be very happy. How incredible would it be if every single person on here got a toilet plunger and sent it to the Fed and said, this is for the plunger protection team? How incredible would that be? We would get canceled. That's what would happen. We would get canceled. Okay, did I wash my hands? All right, let's see what we got here today. So futures are down. They're going to start pumping this thing. And it's getting better. Every time I click refresh, the Dow number is pulling back. Even it's the drop is lightening with the S&P also. So and the Nasdaq, tech is leading everything. Nasdaq's only down 0.5%. So that's gonna be a thing. I'll bring a stethoscope. You bring a plunger. I need to get the Fed's address and send them a plunger. Let's see. Let's click it one more time and see. Went the other way. All right. A lot of weird news today. I'll say that. Where should I start? Why don't we just start with Jack Dorsey? So Jack Dorsey, current CEO of Twitter, current CEO of Square. Very weird to have a CEO of Twitter, of two major Fortune 500 companies. But Jack Dorsey's a weird guy. So he is stepping down and letting Parag Agrawal, who has been with the company for a very long time and allegedly been involved with every single major decision that has been a CEO for the past 5 or 6 years. It's incredible. Somebody just wrote in here, did you see aducanumab causes 35% brain swelling in patients? How did Biogen ever get this drug approved by the FDA? So, yeah, we talked about that for a very long. We've been talking about that since like February or March. Those side effects were out there on a grand scale, but still, I mean, that was the most controversial approval, FDA approval in FDA history, in my opinion. But whatever. Jack Dorsey said, I've decided to leave Twitter because I believe the company is ready to move on from its founders. He has faced criticism for holding both positions as CEO of Square and Twitter. My trust is in Parag, Twitter CEO. His work over the past 10 years has been transformational. I deeply grateful his skill, heart, and soul. It's time for him to lead. He has been behind every critical decision that has helped turn this company around. And all of you know all of the stories about, look at this guy. Dorsey will stay a member of the board until his term expires in 2022. The guy who's taking over has been there since 2017. So that's the Jack Dorsey stuff. I think it's really funny that the company rallied 15, 20%, whatever it was, on news of him leaving. Okay, let's do the Fed crypto. So it's funny. Yesterday, Jerome Powell spoke or gave Fed minutes or something. I have no idea. And he basically didn't say anything about the economy. All he did was talk about cryptocurrency and global warming. What the hell is this guy doing? The New York Fed launched a new innovation center on Monday that will support the central bank as it explores the possibility of a digital currency. Shocker. Assesses the risks of the financial risks. Assesses the financial risks associated with climate change and tackles other issues such as financial market infrastructure and regulation. Cool. In particular, the partnership will support our analysis for digital currencies, including a central bank digital currency. Well, we all told you it's coming. It's coming. This is going to be the gold standard. The rest of them are going to get screwed. Powell did not comment for his out. The guy takes the stand. Powell did not comment on his outlook for the economy or monetary policy. Isn't that your job? Isn't your job to comment on monetary policy and economy, not digital cryptocurrency and global warming? Never mind. All right. Tons of this COVID news. I don't really want to talk about it, but that's what I'm here to do, so I have to talk about it. And if I don't say anything, you won't know, because after I say something, there's nothing left that needs to be said. So, Moderna's CEO says it will take months to clear the new COVID vaccine targeting Omicron. Can somebody please phonetically write this out of how I'm supposed to say this? Because I'm not watching these bozos on the news talk about this. All right. Let's see here. So the Moderna CEO, Stefan Bancel, love that last name, on Monday said it will take months to develop and ship a vaccine that targets the drug. So all of these stories that I'm going to read to you, I've kind of pulled out little things like this that are kind of pushing that negativity on the market. I want to just kind of emphasize what the news is that's driving that down. Now, of course, I think it's overvaluation, but I'm going to push a little bit there. So it'll take months to develop and ship a new vaccine on a grand scale. So that's one thing. He also thinks that a higher dose could be done right away. Will it be effective? We don't know. There's the CEO from Pfizer and Moderna have both said they think that, first of all, they said they need about 14 days to figure out what is going on with this thing and research it. Pfizer has already started Omicron. Thank you. Yes, it is a transformer. That's what it sounds like. They need 14 days, and they do think that more drug could be more effective, but it's still not going to be as effective as what they're saying. So Bancel said on Moderna believes that Omicron variant is highly infectious, but it will take at least 2 weeks to determine how much the mutations have impacted the efficacy of the vaccines currently on the market. I don't think the result will be that the vaccines don't protect. This is Borula. This is the CEO of Pfizer. I think the result could be, which we don't know yet, the vaccines protect less. Pfizer has already begun DNA sequencing template on Friday. We've made it clear multiple times that if we need to have a vaccine within 100 days, we can do so. Of course, this came from South Africa. That's what they say. And there's already been travel bans from South Africa. It's only a matter of time before it gets to the United States. However, Bancel warned that the symptoms... Okay. That's that. All right, let's go to the next thing. Merck. Here's another negativity thing on the market. The Merck drug, reviewed by the FDA advisors, came out that it was only about 30% effective. So this pill that they came out with that rallied their stock to nobody's end, it was the best thing of all time. Last week, the company's final analysis said that 1,433 subjects found the efficacy about 30%. In a study, about half of the subjects received the drug, with the rest receiving placebo. One person who received the drug died compared to the 9 deaths among the received placebo, according to the company. So, I don't know. That's another thing that's pushing down on it. Regeneron says its COVID-19 drug is less effective against Omicron. Regeneron. The COVID-19 antibody cocktail and similar drugs could be less effective against Omicron coronavirus variant, the company said on Tuesday. Regeneron is adding that there is no data yet whether the antibodies or vaccines confer less protection. So again, they want 14 days to start digging into this and finding out what is going on and if their current drug can do anything effective. Now, here's some good news for you. FDA approves is moving to authorize approval of Pfizer's booster for 16 and 17-year-olds. And I think that they're hoping that happens next week. Yeah, I think next week is the date. So it's approved. This is the booster, remember. This is the booster. So Big Pharma is a joke. Yeah. All right. Where are we here? The White House. Okay, and now we come from statements from the White House. The White House strategy for addressing coronavirus this winter, they're gonna make that announcement later this week. They said it would not include lockdowns. Thank the Lord. Prospects of, that widespread lockdowns would not likely come to the United States in the face of the variant has helped fuel a broad risk rally on Monday. Well, Tuesday didn't work out too well, did it? This is not a repeat of March 2020. The Heritage Capital president says this looks nothing like March of 2020 yet. It's so recent in people's history that they immediately think, oh boy, here we go with a 30% decline. We can only hope. They skipped Xi to be nice to China. Indeed, they did. All right. And last but not least, the Microsoft CEO sells half of his stake in the company. Wait, what? Ahead of new cap. Oh, interesting. He doesn't want to be taxed. Never would have guessed that. The Redmond-based tech giant disclosed Nadella sold 800,000. Okay. What the hell is this? Spam. So, well, I won't even explain how I pulled this article, but he sold $285 million worth of shares, and his move was could be preceding Washington's state's looming capital tax gains tax for starting on January 1st. Residents must pay 7% tax on the sale of stocks, bonds, and other capital assets over $250,000. Sad. Smart decision. IMO. Guys, if you want to follow us on Instagram, at TraderMo_EM, at Paul Gabriel, at Seth Kirchanan. I kind of want to see where markets are before we go and look at everything else. I love days like this. I just love it. Look at that. Down 265 points. What was that? 395. Now it's 265. Markets are back, baby. The plungers are in there. They're buying futures like nobody's business. And that is exactly what happens. And it happens every single time it's tried. Futures, because we got a little more positivity yesterday, the yields tick up a little bit. The 3-month is even ticking up itself. So, all right, earnings. Salesforce reports after the bell today, so get your oven mitts ready. Momo. Oh, that's Chinese. RIP. What else do we have? Snowflake, CrowdStrike, Five Below, DocuSign, Kroger, Express, Ulta Beauty, Marvel Technologies, Dollar General, Kirkland's, Smith & Wesson, Signet. Wow, Thursday's a pretty big day. Duluth Trading. They have great underwear. Just kidding. I've never worn it. They just have funny commercials. Big Lots reports on Friday. All right. If you want to join the software. Oh, guys, and the interview with William Green is out. What a great interview. What a great guy. He is just such a nice person. Yeah, such a great guy. So if you want to join the software, you get 8 pillars. Eight pillar software, retirement calculator, which is very underrated, stock analyzer tool, which you all know, 8 pillars portfolio, which you can build your own ETF. Of course, you get all of this news. Oh, there's Bill Ackman. There's Ray Dalio. There's Andrew Ross Sorkin. You get updates on all of our videos, everything that you need right here. You click join EM and you get drawn over to this page, and $29 a month for today. This goes up to $30 tomorrow. $29 a month gets you that. If you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation and join me in trading, which we're going to do for, over 15 minutes. Lucky you. $80 a month tomorrow, so $79. Today's your last day to get in at $79. And once you're in at $79, you are locked into that price. Next, Paul's Super Shorts, $500 gets you access to that tier. About 45 people talking with me and Paul. If you want to do a one-on-one session with me, I did one yesterday with a guy named Tyler, a great kid. $750, 1-hour Zoom session, recorded. Come with me, whatever questions you want. We talked a little bit about trading, but we talked about a lot of other stuff too. So if you want to do that, sign up. And if you want to do a real estate deal with Paul, $10,000 for 4 hours of his time. And that is that. So guys, send me some stocks. We'll start doing them. Smash the like button for me. Smash the dislike. I really don't care, but I assume most of you like me, so smash the like button. Isn't KL merging? I don't know what KL is. Plunger team, plunger protection team. Plunge harder. That's all I have to say. Ugh, Intel. I hate looking at Intel on a chart. It's so boring. What are we looking at? So with Intel, I don't know what you want to see here. The gap is going to eventually fill. I wouldn't even look at it from over here because look at your stochastic over here. It's terrible. Come over here to a swing trading chart. See if you can get some movement in here. Try to run it up to the 50-day moving average. We will see what happens there. What's the difference between Dollar Tree and Dollar General? I have no answer for you. One's yellow, one's green. Moderna. Let's see what Moderna is doing this morning. So I don't know. So the CEO, it was funny. I just read about this. I didn't see him. Maybe some of you guys saw him on CNBC. I think he gave a very bleak outlook of what's happening right now with everything that's going on with COVID. So yesterday, everyone's getting all excited because this was starting to happen, and yesterday, and then all of a sudden he came out on CNBC. I think it was this morning, and he kind of just like poo-pooed all over everything. So they pulled back to the 100-day moving average, and we'll see what's going to happen from here. Listen, this is all news related, and that's what you could tell from these gaps over the past couple of weeks. It's all news related. Groupon short. Why don't we take a gander? I probably wouldn't go short on Groupon because let's just zoom out here. You are, first of all, you're holding a support level that's dating back through beginning of summer. And then you go back even further and you're in 2020. And here we had a ton of consolidation even after COVID. So I wouldn't go short on this, no, because you're holding so much support right there. I don't really know where you can plan on going. Okay. What am I doing? German stocks like BMW? Is BMW somewhere on here? Is this it? BMW Motor Worky. Here you go. BMW. If this is right, you're welcome. If it's not, sorry. So I would throw it over here and just watch it. I would probably just keep this on a tight watch list, see if it can bounce off these two major moving averages and start moving upward in a swing trade. I wouldn't pay attention to it over here because you're sitting at a resistance point. You just have this chart to me looks weird for some reason, especially with that gap. I would just pull it over here on a swing trading chart and do it there. Peloton? Thoughts on a death cross on Snapchat? Well, we can take a look. Okay, Peloton. What did you want to know? I love Peloton. Peloton for a swing trade? Yeah. Keep a watch on it. So I'll tell you what, guys. If COVID starts to do this COVID stock market again, Peloton's going to do something because everyone's going to be like, oh my God, nobody's going to gyms again. Cancel your membership. Go buy a Peloton. And then Peloton will go to the moon. And then it'll fall back down again, like London bridges. All right, so this is what you want to see happen with Peloton. Just keep a watch on it over here. Wait for the red line and yellow to get into the sweet spot. Hopefully you get some buying volume, but the buying volume is going to be what is going to get you going in that direction. What was I supposed to do? Snapchat and a death cross? I'm assuming you're talking about the 50 and 100 day. Or 50 and 200 day. You can look at this, sure, but I would just look over here. You're in a very, very downtrend, very dog stock. If it breaks through this level right here, you're going to keep moving down. The volume sucks. The volume has sucked for the last month. So everything, the death cross is the least of your worries. More like a death company. Zoomies. Can you please do WSM? Sure. PFE already shorted, PFE fading it. Well, that statement was way too hip for me because I don't know what you're talking about. Zoom. Okay, so I remember looking at this. This is just a stupid rally. This is what happens when you get flagpoles like this. They come right back down. This Zoomies company is going to come right back down to $45. It's basically already there. It's going to probably come down to these major moving averages. Flagpoles happen every time. Flagpoles start moving. It happens. Let's see. You said HII would drop back down to 180. Let's see. Oh, you said, wait, You said HII would drop down to 180 eventually because it was a flagpole, and here it is at 181. Yeah, I mean, that was just total coincidence. This is what happens when you get stupid things like this happening. They fall back down and they come down to places of consolidation. That's just what happens. So anytime you get a flagpole, don't think that you're this like great trader, this and that. Just look at it, realize it's a flagpole, and take your money and run. All right, S. Karki. You type Baba one more time, you see what happens. CCL. Why don't we take a look at CCL? CCL is getting beat down a little bit. I would probably take CCL and just watch it over here. Let's pull it out. Let's zoom out a little bit and see what's going on. So you are definitely in some kind of consolidation channel. This is what happened right after COVID, and it just kind of hung around there. This 17. So 17, 23, and 32. Those are your resistance support lines. So all right. Hold on a second, guys. You spam me, you get banned me. All right. So Carnival Cruise, yeah. So I don't know if I would bet on a short, just because A, we're down here on our stochastic. It's at about 17.5%. B, you're starting to get a little bit uptick over here. And C, you're sitting at this resistance point. So I would just wait for this thing to just start moving up on you, and you will be, I think that's the best way to play this right now. Or you could take it to a 15-minute chart. Dole reports on Friday. Sweet. BAC, nah. F-Cell, let's do it. F-Cell, holy. All right. So Fuel Cell ran right into its 200-day moving average and fell straight back down. Oh, this is hydrogen energy, right? Hydrogen is the next gasoline. That's all I have to say about that. Well, the volume sucks. That's your first problem. You're getting a crossover here. I would not play it long term. Nope, I wouldn't do anything with this. Throw it on a 15-minute chart, try to catch some of the volatility, and go from there. Square, why not? Penn Gaming, why not? Square. So Square, I'm surprised Square didn't. Dorsey isn't stepping down from Square, is he? Somebody answer that question for me if you don't mind. I just haven't, every article I've read, they just specify that it's only Twitter. So that's the only reason that I don't think it's Square. Although it might behoove Square to get rid of him too. So you're at a consolidation point with Square. Your fall is more likely than not over. And I only say that because you're really, really low on the stochastic and you're holding a support level right here. I think this thing will more likely than not turn up. Now, if the whole market starts to fall apart, of course Square is going to come down because Square has been one of the leaders of the market. Actually, so Paul and I was in Paul's office yesterday, and we were running back tests for about 40 minutes, and we found this incredible back test. So I said he should make a few good minutes on it. So a few good minutes is going to come out. And Paul is going to talk about it, and it's going to be a back test that we ran on Bloomberg, on a Bloomberg terminal, and it is pretty awesome. So wait till you guys see that. It's going to be pretty incredible if you buy these crappy stocks. Not saying that Square is crappy, but these stocks that are just like ripping. Jack is staying with Square. Thank you, Jameek. Oh, we've forgotten our daily meta. What are we doing? All right. Facebook. Wait, today's the last day, isn't it? Isn't today the last day of Facebook? I mean, the FB ticker. So then it turns to Meta tomorrow. I think it's December 1st. All right. So I said for a long time, let's get some separation here. Let's get this thing moving to the top. And now we're getting this convergence of the red line and the yellow line. So what do we need to happen here? Probably some price action moving up. And that will open up this red line again. But we're going to have to see, guys. I mean, when you get these fangs, when they start getting beat up in the market, it's not the best thing in the world. I saw a stock that I wanted to do. Hydrogen is the next gas is true, expensive and inefficient. Yep, amen to that. Qualcomm. Is the bid and ask trading, sir? Do you also swing trade? Ed, yes, we do. Swing trading, day trading, long-term trading. Eventually, momentum trading will get in there, and so on and so forth. RIP, Facebook, long live Meta. Amen to that. All right, Qualcomm. I'm going to pull up a line chart because we've had insane movement here. So this will come back to 176, if not 160, if not 148, 150, whatever that is. So right now, you were getting in this very, very overbought area. Oh my gosh, you've had like 15 days in a row of buying volume. So keep watching it. I would probably swing trade it. I wouldn't do anything long-term with this because it won't go up forever. I promise you that right now. Fight any rounds in the ring? No, I didn't put that thing on yesterday. So I put it on Sunday, and I felt a little bit. I'm talking about this Oculus, so I felt a little dizzy for a couple hours there. So I didn't want to throw it on yesterday. I will. I'll do it. I'll do it sometime this week. But all right, maybe I'll do it tonight. Our gym is getting remodeled, so it's super, super dirty and dusty, and you can like hardly breathe in there. So I lifted shoulders yesterday, and I was about to die. I couldn't breathe. So I'm not going to go back to the gym until it's complete, unfortunately. So I'll just use the one at my house. And but I'll use the Meta, Facebook, Oculus device goggles for cardio. A little Mo, cardio. Yeti. You need buying volume. You need any kind of volume you can. Get this thing moving up. I would swing trade this. I wouldn't short this. I wouldn't go long on this from a long-term perspective. I would just throw it on a daily chart and go with it that way. NVIDIA will go up forever. Yes, NVIDIA will go up forever. It will never stop going up. And the price point that I have on NVIDIA, this is my new prediction, $17 trillion per NVIDIA share, more than Bitcoin by the end of 2021. That is in 31 days from now. So that's my price point for this. It will go. So if you just go buy this, you will be richer than every single billionaire out there by the end of this year. So yes. With that being said, we are starting to get some rollover right now. So this could be heading down towards this 25-day moving average. So we're going to have to see. It's just going to consolidate in this area. I think this thing is going to probably just bounce around somewhere in the middle. Don't get too aggressive with NVIDIA right now, even though it's going to be $17 trillion by the end of the month. Coca-Cola, interesting. What about BIIB? All right, let's look at it. That Alzheimer's drug, what a scam. That drug that they came out with is honestly, it's a disservice to humanity. These people at the FDA, they used to be, in my opinion, one of the better government agencies out there. They're a scam, just like everybody else. Just in it for themselves, and it's terrible. Now, I will say, with that being said, there were 3 FDA members that dropped off the board after the Biogen drug approval. So thank you for doing that and not being a total dick like your colleagues. All right. Coca-Cola, downtrend. You know what? If I was looking at Coca-Cola right now, I wouldn't even be looking at this chart. Go find something a little bit better. We already looked at Groupon short, NVIDIA on leverage. Okay, yeah, buy it on leverage. That's a great idea. Oh, no, we already looked at Snap. Adobe, ADBE. What time is it? Oh, we still have 3 minutes left. Woo! All right, Adobe. So you're starting to do some rollover right here. If you're in this, take profits. Take profits right now. This is exactly what you should do. You should be taking profits going into these highs around 690. You're getting a little bit lucky today with that little bump. And if it takes out the all-time high and keeps moving up, go for it. But outside of that, take profits and roll with it. Oh, we didn't even look at Biogen. We just complained about it. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom out really far. Yeah, Biogen is... So the thing about Biogen is they do have a good pipeline outside of this drug. Here was my hope. This is my sequence of events that I wanted for aducanumab or Aduhelm or whatever you want to call it. My sequence of events was on this day when they got approved, which was June 7th, 2021, I was hoping that the drug would fail. The FDA would shut it down forever. We would get back to some normalcy because Biogen is a good company minus this drug. But that didn't happen. So here we go. We ran up to $468 a share in one day, and now you're at $236. So you can see that drug created no revenue. It has terrible side effects. It's really bad. Andrew, I see your message, but I'm not going to read it out loud. But Biogen, what you're going to do right now, just don't do anything with this, guys. If you want to look at it from a value perspective, sure, but look at their pipeline and make that decision for yourself. Let's look at McDonald's. Is McDonald's changing their name to McDonald's verse? Short position right now, but I do think you're going to hold the 25-day moving average. Plus, guys, this was on, I think this was on my Christmas list. Plus, this is on my Christmas/recession list. So if it's Christmas, if it's recession, McDonald's is going to do well. I honestly look for these live chat ideas. NVIDIA is, okay. Guys, if you want to leverage your life away, go have fun. I'm not entertaining this nonsense. The guy who you're talking about is probably a billionaire, and you're talking about you with $14 in your pocket, living in your mom's closet. You're the one that wants to go and create leverage and do what he has to do. It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. Pepsi, starting to be a downtrend over here. If you want to try to short it and you want to get an engulfing candlestick going down to the 50-day moving average, you can, but I don't foresee, it's not going to go much lower than that, I don't think. Can I do Merck? Merck is probably getting pooped on. Yeah, they are getting hit pretty badly. So this is when they came out with the COVID vaccine. Flagpole pulled back down. Major flagpole, drug 33% effective. Here we are back down here. So dropping below the 200-day moving average. The stock market's now open. The stock price is below the 200-day moving average. Day trade this if you want to, but aside from that, don't touch it. Don't even look at it. Keep walking, old man. $15, how dare you? I don't remember what I said, but that's funny. All right, I will do UAA, and then I'll do one more stock, and then I'm going to get out of here. So you guys give me another stock that I want to do. Under Armour. Oh, yeah, look at this, guys. Flagpole. Under Armour was the best thing of all time. Pulled back, did it again. Best thing of all time, and here we come right back down. It's going to fill that gap down to $23. Happens every single time. Let's see over here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with HPQ in that regard too, because that gap up was kind of absurd also. Markets are looking beautifully red today. Don't get too excited. I saw 60 days in, that show is whack. 60 days in is an awesome show. All right, Nike. So Nike topped out here. This is another Christmas stock. If you want to pay attention to it, drop below its 25-day moving average. It is technically a short right now. So if you have the cojones to short this thing, go for it as soon as this red line and yellow get into the sweet spot. But in my opinion, even if you do get a short, it's not going to drop below the 100-day moving average. It's going to make that climb right back up. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Everybody go watch the William Green interview. It's a really good one. We have a lot of videos to record today for you guys. A few good minutes are going to come out. I will be back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Peace out. Go have fun with the red market.